welcome to another episode of the Sal Licata Show, available here on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We are going at a different time today. Really, I'm on vacation, so we interrupt this vacation to bring you the Sal Licata Show. A lot happened over the weekend, of course. For me, I was enjoying myself, some time with the family, so that was all fun. But obviously, the baseball stuff, and I know we're going to get into the football, and I can't wait because I've been diving into the football even more so now with the Jets and Giants, both giving some hope here, which is wild to think about. That maybe we get sucked into this every year, the more I think about it, but it does feel more legitimate now with the idea that the Jets could be better. Geno Smith looking pretty good. Obviously, Klubnik looked good in the first preseason game. Showed some signs here. Maybe he could be a capable backup at the very least right now. The Jets making some defensive plays. Giants dominating the Dolphins all week long and then obviously dominate them in the game. So there's a lot to be hopeful with right now, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself, because we've been down this road before, and then by week 3, it's like, oh yeah, these teams suck. So there's still a long way to go. But more on football in a little bit. The big news for me for the weekend was, and maybe it really shouldn't be a surprise, but the idea that Giancarlo Stanton is done for the season, or at least likely done. It wasn't official, right, Badabooms? It was that he's likely done for the season now after another setback.
I believe it was likely done, and everybody took it as official.
Yeah, okay, but likely done for the season. There's not much season left. There's, 30-something games to go here, and we know the Yankees are going to be playing in the postseason. The hope was to get Bellinger back. Check, okay, Bellinger's back. The hope was then to have Stanton return in September when the rosters expand. Well, that's not going to happen, and then the hope is Aaron Judge. So we're waiting to see when Aaron Judge will now come back, but Stanton's going to be out of the picture. And this is the problem. Like, you can't, it does no good for us complaining about what has happened in the past, but it is impacting what happens in the present day when you build a roster around a guy like Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, we talked about this for years. I never wanted him to begin with in 2018. It's almost now 10 years later, and it's the same stuff year after year with the roster. They keep a spot for him, and they hope, the team is built in part with him in mind with the lineup. And yet he never plays. And when he does play, he can be tantalizing, and that's the appeal, especially in the postseason. But Giancarlo Stanton too often has not been enough of a factor, and now that happens again this year. So it's a good thing that they went out and got Luis Garcia Jr. and Ramos, even though these guys, Garcia Jr. better than Ramos, certainly, but these guys aren't major difference makers. They're not the bat that Giancarlo Stanton could be if he were to come back, but at least it was insurance. And the Yankees have that, so you hope that really doesn't impact them too much, not having Stanton. The other two, I would argue, are certainly more important. Judge, and then even Bellinger, getting him back, his versatility, his postseason, all the stuff with Bellinger. He's been a stud since he's become a Yankee, and obviously before that as well. So the more important guys, Bellinger and Judge, but it does suck to lose the hope of getting Giancarlo Stanton back. And then you look at what's gone on with the rotation. So at least the Yankees got insurance for Stanton in the event that there is no insurance for Judge. Like, that just doesn't matter. In the event that Stanton didn't come back, they had insurance with Garcia Jr., with Ramos. Okay, so check, they did that. They did not get insurance for the rotation or the bullpen, which is now turning into be a problem. Twofold. We talked about this last week with Max Fried, and even if Fried is not significant, well, what now about Weathers? Weathers has been a freaking weapon. When you look at the Yankees and you think to yourself, well, how does this team continue to win games when they don't score runs? They've been ravaged by injury, like whether it's the rotation, whether it's the bullpen, whether it's the line. They've been ravaged by injury all year long. They don't score enough runs, and yet here they are just 3 games back in the American League East, still winning games. Well, one of the big reasons that's been able to be the case was Weathers. Ryan Weathers has been terrific all year long for the Yanks. One of their best weapons, most consistent weapons all year long. And now he's out and potentially out for the duration. I mean, there's a chance he comes back. It'll be in a lesser role. So now maybe you don't have to worry about... The good news is, like, oh, well, you don't have to worry about keeping him in the rotation versus moving to the pen. Last time we did a show, I was saying, well, you can't move Ryan Weathers to the bullpen. He's been that good. Now, maybe when he comes back, it fits nicely into the bullpen, if he comes back. But here's the problem. Without getting... See, the idea that people would shoot down when I was talking about Skubal, and I don't want to get too much into it because it's, again, like, okay, well, I told you shouldn't have built a roster with Stanton. Well, I told you shouldn't have left Skubal on the table or let him go to the Dodgers. Like, there's only so much point in I told you so. You should know where I stood by now, and these are reasons why. But the argument of, well, our pitching is set. It's not a strength. It's a strength, Sal. We don't need to improve that. We need hitting. This should prove to you that is a faulty logic. You can't look in the now. You have to project and look ahead. And everything right now, like in the moment at the deadline, was saying, yeah, the starting pitching is fine. We need bats right now. But if you were to project ahead, you could say, well, we're going to get bats back. And who the hell knows what's starting pitching? Because what's the old adage? You can, Badabooms, wake up. What's the old adage with starting pitching? You can
predict injuries, expect people to go down.
You can never have enough starting pitching. You've never heard that one before?
Well, no, I just heard it now, and I agree with you.
Okay. You can never have enough starting pitching. So why not go try to get the best guy? That's my point. The counter to that generally from people was they don't need starting pitching, Sal. They don't need starting pitching. Okay. Well, now how about now? You've heard of that one before. How about now? Do you not need starting pitching? Rodon comes back great. You lose Fried and you lose Weathers. And by the way, maybe even the worst part of that is the thought process then, prior to the deadline, was starting pitching is great. We don't need it. We'll get more back when Rodon comes back and then move guys to the bullpen. Well, now what? Now you've already lost. You got one guy back, but you lost two. And you lost two guys who were better than the one guy you brought back. Their rotation has gotten worse. And now the idea of even moving Weathers to the pen might not be realistic. And Will Warren, I'm sorry, but like, he's okay. He's not going to really enhance their bullpen. So now, if I were to ask you, and I'm like, I mean, I could ask you theoretically or hypothetically ask you. Hypothetically ask you, and then I'm just going to answer it myself. Like, now, if I were to ask you what the Yankees' weakness is, what would you say that it is? Because to me, it's more on the pitching side than it is offensively, anticipating that you get Judge back. They're going to be able to score runs. That's what the Yankees do, especially when you get Judge back. They've been scoring some runs. Another nice series win against Toronto, so good for the Yankees. Another day off here on a Monday. Big homestand here with the Astros, and then obviously the Red Sox coming into town. And the Yankees have closed the gap on the Rays, Red Sox. So the Yankees 3 back of the Rays, fully in play. Division race on. Full ball, whereas a week ago or 2 weeks ago, it felt like it was going the wrong way. Rays were starting to pull away. Yankees not playing good baseball. It just felt like they were about to let go of the rope. Naturally, they didn't. And now they're right there in the thick of things. I still think it's going to be an uphill battle, but the Red Sox just 3 games behind the Yankees. So the Red Sox got to be looking at it saying, hey, this is a huge weekend for us to close the gap on the Yankees and then start to climb that ladder and get on the Rays. Anyway, forget the division for a second. It's fully in play, and it's going to be a race to the final month of the season. We expect it to go down to the final week, right? I mean, that's where we all should be at right now. But when you look at the Yankees' strengths and weaknesses, the idea of now making the bullpen stronger because of the depth in the starting rotation, that is now gone. It is not there with the 2 injuries to Fried and Weathers, which then highlights the fact that they didn't get anybody to add to the bullpen at the trade deadline, or the fact that they missed out on Skubal, who not only did they not get, went to the Dodgers and made them even better. And it seems like the Dodgers, of course, even though they haven't been playing great baseball the last month or so, they're getting healthier now as we get closer to the postseason. You know, Glass now coming back and Ohtani, like potentially coming back. The Dodgers are now lining up to make a full run at it, where it's the opposite with the Yankees. The wheels are starting to fall off a little bit. Fried, Weathers, I don't know. So it's twofold now. Because you didn't add insurance to either the bullpen or the starting rotation, and that was the strength and the plan, now that's fallen off. So you might get healthier offensively with the return of Judge, even without Stanton, but pitching-wise, it's not as strong. All of this brings me to the point where, and look, maybe this is, I still believe that the Yankees have the pieces there, right? Like we've seen Jazz, for example, come on as of late. And it's like, okay, well, where was this? Well, you use Jazz as like the Mikal Bridges. Let's use the Knicks as the barometer here, or the, maybe not the barometer, but the example for what the Yankees could be. There are pieces there that if they all reach their full potential, you could easily make the argument they could get to the World Series. Could they win it? I don't know. If the Dodgers played their best, nobody's beating them. So you'd need the Dodgers to either not be there or not be at their best. I'm not even sure the Yankees could beat the Brewers in a best of 7 right now. But anyway, if those teams play their best, and sometimes they don't. Maybe injuries happen. Maybe they don't play their best. If the Knicks played their best, You could argue they could beat anybody in the league, maybe outside of OKC. Well, guess what? OKC wasn't there. But they didn't play their best until the postseason. So if the Yankees play their best, they could beat anybody maybe outside of the Dodgers or Milwaukee. Just throwing those two. Let's just even use the Dodgers for now. Because of guys like Jazz, who didn't play up to his potential at all this year, but if he starts to do that now into the postseason, now you can make the case for him. So I wouldn't write the Yankees off as far as being a threat. I think they'll have that threat. But much like I said about the Knicks before the postseason, I just don't see it at this particular point. It would take a flip of the switch in the postseason and a little bit better luck. They need to get Fried back. Like, without Fried, how do you even make the case? Weathers was such a huge weapon. I was looking forward to keeping him either in the rotation and moving somebody else to the bullpen or having him out of the pen. Now, your rotation would have been Schlittler, Fried, Cole, Rodon, and then you move Weathers and Warren to the bullpen, which in theory would enhance the bullpen. That's not there. That's not there now. So the Yanks have been taking one blow after another really all season long. And the latest week or so with Fried going down, Weathers going down, and no Stanton, that does kind of hurt where they're at here. Again, though, huge week. I can't wait to see it. And then they have another interesting road trip on the West Coast road trip, taking on the Angels, the Padres as well. So this will be, I still think the same thing that I said a month ago or the beginning of this month. I'll really get a feel. I think we'll all be able to get a much better feel following the Yankee series with the Red Sox, and then going into September, obviously, that West Coast trip. But this was a brutal stretch for them. They did end up closing the gap. All in all, like standings-wise, results-wise, good to go. Keep winning series, keep climbing that ladder, 3 games back, right there. But with the way the team has gone here, it's like, I mean, sticking it together. What was the line you used there, Badabooms? Twigs and berries?
Twigs and berries, yeah.
No, but that's not the right phrase. That's something else.
Yeah, completely something different. It's, like MacGyver.
Yeah. You always say twigs and berries, but no, putting together with like, you mean like I'm trying to like light a fire.
Creating a fire with, twigs.
Sticks.
And berries.
Not, yeah, exactly.
I have 2 questions off the back of some of the points you brought there. First one is, and the most important in my opinion going into next year, whenever we play baseball again, whenever they have to build a team to play baseball again, have we seen the last of Giancarlo Stanton as a Yankee?
Well, what is his contract like? Like, haven't we done this a million times? Isn't he signed through another, 3 years or something?
I think it's 2, but I'll check that for you now.
No, I can look it up real quick. I would say that I hope that that's the case. I don't believe it's going to be the case.
Signed through 27.
Signed through 27. So that
and
means
a team option in 28.
What is this year? This year is 2026. So he signed through the end of next year, and the team option is for what? You have the total up?
I'll get that for you. I just know if the team option is in 28, 25 million club option.
Yeah, so there's no chance. And how much do they have to pay to have that?
$10 million to buy it out.
So now it's a $15 million difference, roughly. So do you want Stanton for $15 million? I still say no. I would think it's likely that they would move on from Stanton. But again, with the Yankees, it's the same thing with Glaber for years. They just rode it out until the contract comes off the books instead of just saying, like, that's one thing that they used to do very well. Aside from going after the best, biggest, and baddest free agents, spending a ton of money, spending way, way, way more than anybody else, they also used to cut their losses and say, well, this guy's not getting it done for us now. I don't care that he's under contract for another 2 years. I'm moving on. And they let Glaber ride out. Same thing with Jazz. Well, really, they should have tried to move Jazz before the year. They didn't. And it's like they're going to ride it out. And now Jazz not coming back. He's going to play out the string. He's going to be somewhere else next year. So they knew he wasn't good enough, but they're just like, well, the value is we're paying him anyway. We might as well see what we get from him. And you're going to say the same thing with Stanton. Like now, the time to move Stanton was years ago. They should have tried to move him at his peak, and they didn't do that. So I can't imagine. Like, what are they going to do? Cut him next year? They should. They should move him. They should look to move him. But he has a full no trade. He's going to be a pain with that. Wants to be here. I would think that next year will be the last year of Giancarlo Stanton.
It's all unfortunate how he's going to be remembered as well, because when I look at Giancarlo Stanton, the injuries suck. What are you going to do about it? But the postseason performances that he's had over the last 5 years.
Dude. It was one, and it didn't result in a World Series win.
But his on-base percentage was .912 during his playoff stretches with the Yankees. 16 total home runs.
Reading the
stats. And he won the ALCS MVP in 24.
I'm not saying he was bad in the postseason. I'm just saying that it was never good enough to the point where, first of all, they didn't get to a World Series without Juan Soto. That's number one. He's been here since 2018.
I won't disagree with you.
Well, it's facts. They didn't get to it. He's been here since 2018. The year before he got here, they went to Game 7 of the ALCS against the cheating Astros. That was the peak prior to Soto joining the club and them getting to the World Series in 2024. So I don't want to hear it about Stanton and what a difference maker he was. You realize, especially when you look at, I'm pulling it up right now, especially when you look at his numbers before the Yankees got him, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was on track for one of the greatest hitting careers of all time before he came to the Yankees.
I understand that, but still, he was always a guy that was often injured. And he put up monster numbers literally the year before the Yankees got him, which was a career year. He's never sniffed that again.
Yeah, 59 was ridiculous.
Bro, he is, yeah, I know. But he's had 1 year. Do you realize he's had 1 year where he's driven at 100 runs for the Yankees? One!
Yeah, but I think what you got to be looking at is the G column. The most important part of the Giancarlo Stanton story is the injuries.
Yeah, but performance. It doesn't matter. I'm saying overall, they've had him since 2018. It's 2026. He's had one season in which he's driven in exactly 100 RBI. He came close in 2021 where he had 97. Dude, he went from, I'm just going to read, well, I don't want to bore everybody with it, but 22.59, 34.87, 37.86, 24.62, 37.105. See, this is what I mean. Like, even before he got to the Yankees, you could tell that he was always banged up. Yeah, he hit a ton of homers. But, I mean, the fact that this guy that hits as many home runs as he does, that doesn't drive in a ton of runs, 27.67, 27.74, and then 59.132. So the 59.132 should be an aberration. Maybe they looked at that as being, hey, he's just coming into his own here. He's going to be 28 years old. 38.100, good. You'd sign for that all the time, right? 59.132 is not realistic. After that, brutal. He didn't play. He didn't play. He's had in total since 2018, 3 30 home run seasons. Forget even the ribbies. 3 30 home run seasons. He's had also 3 seasons where he hasn't hit more than 5. Like that is and people talk about him being in the Hall of Fame. Are you out of your mind? Or him being a great Yankee?
If he got to 500, he most definitely would have been in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I guess he still might. He's only, 44 away? Is that right? 40,
yes, he's 44 away.
44 homers away. All right, so he still might get to 500, but I do not think Giancarlo Stanton is a
career 871 OPS. That is absurd.
I don't care. I don't think he's been a Hall. He doesn't friggin' play. I want to curse, but I want to keep this a family show. He doesn't play.
How though for Giancarlo Stanton, who I think is also not credited enough for the leader he is in the locker room and the impact he's had on some of the younger guys.
Okay, what does that get you? Great.
How is it his fault that his body's made of glass?
Bro, he's a Greek god. He's built like a Greek god. I don't care whose fault it is. He doesn't play. How can you be a Hall of Famer if you don't play?
Bag of chips.
Yeah, I know. Well.
And I have a second question for you there in the Yankees.
And I actually thought he was coming back. Maybe I'm the sucker because I thought he was coming back. I just assumed, all right, he could be out the whole year, come back for the postseason.
I thought they were going to shell him for the postseason as well.
He's a mess. Not to mention, he's been a roadblock because of the amount of money that he makes because he can't play another position. So he's costing a ton of money, and he's a DH, and he can't, he doesn't do anything else. Doesn't run, doesn't feel they try it. Nothing is working. Nothing has worked with Giancarlo Stanton. So you hang on to the threat that he is and the one postseason or the couple postseason moments that he's had. And that's the appeal. But overall, I don't know how every Yankee fan doesn't see it the same way. He has been a freaking disaster with the Yankees. Since 2018, he's done nothing. He's had 1 good year, maybe 2 at most.
For the sake of building a team for a sport that runs 162 games a year, he's an albatross.
Right.
But I won't disagree with that. But if you have that bat in the playoffs.
Okay. And how's that bat going to look in the playoffs this year?
Well, if you just carry the Y and then subtract X.
He doesn't play. That's the point. Elliot Ramos is going to produce more than Giancarlo Stanton in the postseason.
Are you sure about that?
Well, he's going to play.
At the rate we're going, Elio Ramos is lucky that Jason Dominguez isn't hitting in the minor leagues right now. He's very lucky because what does he have? 2 hits? I think he's batting .097 for the Yankees. He's been atrocious.
You get the point. He's at least been. I should check out these odds. I've been looking at Kalshi odds for football. I haven't done it with baseball. I want to know. I want to see if the Yankees.
Can I give you the other question before you go to that? Or should I hold it?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm going to look this up. Good.
Don't our eyes? This is the second part unrelated to Stan. Don't our eyes now subvert to Clark Schmidt and his timeline with the current injuries in the staff? Don't we get a little bit more interested? Hoke said he was throwing a simulated game.
Okay,
Thursday.
but there was a little bit of a setback with him, so I'd like to see him actually get back out there. And yes, that'll help. That was one of the reasons why they thought that
Yesterday, Hoke said he's throwing a live BP session. This Tuesday, assuming it goes well, he's going to start his assignment in the minor leagues.
Yankees right now are trading at 32% on Kalshi to win the division. Let me just see that because I like those. Meanwhile, we should have done this last week. I'm mad at myself because I should have known better. Once it felt like the Yankees were done in the division, that would have been the time to pounce. Yeah, right now, $100 trade pays out $289 on Kalshi. Would you take the Yankees to win the division? We had this conversation. We were joking about it last week, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's not going to happen. You were busting my chops about it, but then agreed that you don't think they're going to. Where are you at right now with the Yankees in the division?
I think that my overall opinion is going to be formulated after the Red Sox series because for the sake of those two, the last couple of years, the Yankees own them at Yankee Stadium. The Red Sox own us when you go to Fenway, unless Cam Schlittler's starting. After this week, I'll have a definitive thought process. If they win both of these big series,
copying you're stealing all my.
No, I know it's a phenomenal point. It's a great point. I'm tipping the cap. Why do you have a hat on? You're bald as shit.
Yeah, because I haven't shaved my head.
You got that little ball.
No, we weren't gonna do
massager. He shaves his head with.
No, oh yeah, I know. You've seen that. You've seen it in action.
Yeah,
it's great.
It cleans disturbing.
It cleans up all the hair. Like the hair doesn't drop all over the place.
We've come a long way.
We've come a long way with the innovation of head shavers, but I just haven't taken the time today. And now I got to take Maddox to the groomer after this. Take Maddox to get himself all done. Probably a little.
They probably use the same shit to shave Maddox that you use on your head. It's like a shear.
We just had to drop him off at the Doggy Hotel for the weekend. Have you ever been to Boardwalk, Atlantic City? Have you gone down there?
I got some stories for you, brother.
Wait, I messed that up. But have you gone there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I messed that up. I went to Atlantic City, but then we went to the Boardwalk in Point Pleasant.
Oh,
have you done that?
It's a much more nice boardwalk in Atlantic City these days.
So we actually had a really busy weekend, which was nice. It was a nice time with the family. We dropped Maddox off on the way down. Then we went to the Camden Aquarium. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like basically right outside of Philly. 10 minutes. I was Googling 10 minutes from the Rocky Steps. I was trying to get my wife. I'm like, it's only right over the bridge there, the Ben Franklin Bridge or whatever it is. I was like, let's go see the Rocky Steps. And go take a picture.
Oh, this shit looks lit, bro.
It was a great aquarium. You walk over some netting over the shark tank. It was pretty sick. Dude. They had a couple hippos. Have you ever seen hippos in person?
I look in the mirror every day.
No, you know what I mean. Let's not make fat jokes. Although there are some similarities.
That was a good one. Hide inside. I took it left field.
I'll show you pictures. But then if you say it, then I can't.
Yeah, because you're 45.
I know something about you.
You went to Cranbrook Private School.
Yeah. So
you know what's stuck in my head now from the pre-show?
What?
I was doing the sus remix of Two Princes by the Spin Doctors, and I just can't get it out of my head. It's just plastered onto my brain.
Get this into your brain. Like that song came out while I was in junior high school, and I remember it.
Yeah, I was watching the music video. I was like, "Holy shit, dude! This came out like 30 years ago."
Yeah, I know.
And I saw the guy talking about it, how he made the riff.
So we dropped Maddox off, went to Camden Aquarium, then drove back across the Atlantic City Expressway from basically Philly to AC because Keith Urban. I told you about this. My daughter.
This was the Keith Urban concert.
Yeah, this was the Keith Urban concert. So we went to that. It was a long day, and she liked it. But like the Benson Boone thing, I think set her like Benson Boone has been.
I wouldn't think level. Urban's stage presence is as good as Benson Boone.
It wasn't bad, but it's just a totally different. I don't know. It was totally different. She was fine. I think she just like when she sees them in person doing stuff that she's watched over and over again. I think it's pretty cool and an experience to draw back on. So anyway, we did that, and it was really nice. Have you been to the Hard Rock down there?
In Atlantic City?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in like where you gamble.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what. But it was really nice, and I think that was. I was looking up the site of where the old Trump Plaza was because I was hoping to be on the site of WrestleMania 4 and 5, and
yeah.
It was because that's not there anymore. The Trump Plaza is not there anymore. This was the site of the old Trump Taj Mahal. That's what they rebuilt the Hard Rock. I haven't been in AC in years, so I used to.
I'll tell you, I love that Taj Mahal. It's so great. We'll go there often, Milania.
So but the Hard Rock was really nice. So we had a good time. And then from there, we had a local breakfast, which was phenomenal. Oh, what's the name of that place?
Did you pick it?
No, my wife did. My wife did what I normally do. A little search around.
I got to say, I'll tip my cap to you on that. I don't think you ever missed. You just This one.
It was not on the boardwalk or in one of the hotels, Gilchrist or some stuff. I don't know. Whatever. It was very.
Can I come on one of these family adventures one day? It seems fun.
That would be something.
Seems like you have a lot of fun.
So then from there we went to Point Pleasant. That was the recommendation we got. I asked my buddy Mike with Edison HVAC. Asked him, asked Jerry Recco, but all said Point Pleasant.
Mike as in our Mike, or is Mike's dad also named Mike?
Mike's dad, also Mike. Now,
so he's Mike Jr.
We're going to have Mikey Too Nice on with us this week. We're going to do a Giants and Jets roundtable. We'll have Jake Asman on with us as well. So you'll be doing the Jets roundtable, me, you, and Jake. And then for the Giants, it's going to be me, Mikey Too Nice, and Frank the Chef. Who you don't know yet, but we'll have some.
He was glazed me though, right? Wasn't Frank the Chef glazed me when you?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think. He was saying you were a child, but yes, but I think he was.
That I am.
But dude, it was nice. You know what? We should bring you on these trips because I can't go on the rides anymore. I
don't know if I can either, there, brother. I'm quite large.
That is true. I was having a tough time fitting it, but there was one where I felt like I usually don't get nauseous. I've never gotten sick on a ride before, but one of these spinning cab rides. It was like a twisty, twirly cab thing.
I'm sure I could fit in one of those. Not that large.
That one you probably could fit in, but the other one that we went on, like the kiddie roller coaster, my wife and I went on the swings with Sammy, the adult swings. Even after that, I was like,
"Oh, bro, that's terrifying." Does it go high off the ground?
It does, yeah. I mean, for me, high off the ground. That one, I'm not sure.
You're thinking Sammy Six Flags?
No. Why? I don't do the rides.
Dude, I used to go to Six Flags all the time. It's the white trash Disneyland. I told you this.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know what? I'd like to go on a trip with you just to see what we could do, like a vlog of it. What rides can Badabooms actually get on? Well, dude,
probably most of them.
We do. What rides can Sammy get on? Like, she's not 42 inches yet. She's like 38 or something like that. And so Sammy can't get on this one. Can Badabooms get on this one? You reach the height limit, but I don't know.
Who is the fatty from Jackass?
I forget, but I know what he looks like.
I'm just kind of morphing into that. That's just my gimmick now. Just doing fat pig gimmick.
Bam Margera's father, you talking about? Phil? Is that his name? Phil Margera?
Maybe I'm just thinking of Bam Margera.
Anyway.
You know what's one of the best scenes from Jackass?
What?
When they're at like the vendor stand, and Knoxville comes in and he fucking drop kicks somebody, and the whole stand implodes.
I don't remember. I used to love watching Jackass.
God, it used to scare the shit out of me.
So one note on first of all, I had a great time. Loved the boardwalk and the rides and everything.
Did you eat at that pancake place?
Which one?
Like they have little dessert pancakes. It comes in like a tray.
No, because we had pancakes for breakfast. What I did have, and this is where I was going to get to, I did have
is what it's called.
I don't know where you stand on this. The orange creamsicle soft serve. You know what I'm saying? They do the orange.
Yes. I love the orange creamsicle, brother. Love it.
Same thing. Now I should say, and this has been a week of vacation, so we've been having a lot of ice cream. Applegate Farms. Next time you're here, we're going to go there for ice cream. Applegate Farms in Montclair.
Love Montclair.
They did because Aaron Rodgers is from there or lived there?
I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, so then why do you love Montclair?
I just like the area.
Oh, yeah, it's very nice.
I'll also, when I leave your house, whenever I go there, I'll end up like accidentally driving around Montclair looking for that McDonald's, and I get McDonald's breakfast.
It's in the wrong direction from where you go.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I get lost. I always get lost because I'm like, I know how to get there. I just went there last time, but I use the GPS, so I'm relying on my mental GPS, and it never works out.
So there is that place is, but they do it different. They make orange sherbet, like legit orange sherbet ice cream, and then combine it with the vanilla ice cream.
Oh my God, it's the first thing that came up. This looks exceptional. Wait, I'm putting it on the screen.
Bro, you got to check this out. My wife, I give her credit. We were looking for a different ice cream spot because the one by us is good, but we were like, let's try something different. And I wanted to make sure. I said, do they have maybe we're coming back from somewhere else. Do they have the? I said, do they have the orange creamsicle? And she said, oh, yes, they do. This is how they do it. And we tried that. Anyway, the boardwalk one was delicious, but it was different. The soft serve, orange and vanilla, which I am a sucker for. If that's on the menu, I'm getting it.
I got to put this up. Give me a second. The audience needs to see how good this is.
Which one are you doing? Not the, can you show me the one from?
It's the orange creamsicle.
From where? Applegate Farms?
Applegate Farms, yeah.
Well, what's taking you so long? Pop it up.
StreamYard, blame them, brother. We're paying for this, and they're dogging us. Look at this thing.
Dude.
Alex Yossi.
Homemade ice cream. Now, I didn't get that tub. You could get that like in a cup or whatever. Matter of fact, I didn't get it in a cup either. I think I got. Oh, yeah, I did get that in a cup.
That looks phenomenal.
If I asked you, dude, I'm telling you, it's money. But it's totally different. You have to understand that it's different than the soft serve, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Frozen
like
custard.
A little mixture. Like
or whatever. Both are very good. But like that homemade ice cream. Now, if I were to ask you which one's a waffle cone, which one's a sugar cone, would you be able to tell the difference?
The waffle cone's a little bit softer, right?
Yeah, you're right. I
and
always
the
get them
sugar
mixed
cone's
up.
more like hard. It's like rock.
Yeah, I'm a sugar cone guy.
Did you tell them the wrong thing and then you realized and you're like, fuck.
I did in the beginning. And then I was like, no, I'm sorry. I meant the other one. I meant sugar cone. For my whole life, for whatever reason, I've been screwing that one.
And then you said, do you know who I am? You better not mess my order up.
Yeah, okay.
You did the lady at the hotel?
Okay, no. Are we done with sports talk? No. I want to do a little bit Jets and Giants. Where are you at with your, so I could do the Kalshi read here. Where are you at with your Jets after preseason week 2?
We did a little record prediction after it. I'm answering the question here. Don't run me
Who's
over.
we?
Me and my brother.
Okay.
And I came up with
you guys are not
came up with 8 wins. Yeah, I came up with 8 wins.
Or because Gino's one drive? I mean.
A little bit of that, but I just feel like it feels better. It feels better this year. I'm rejuvenated this year. And, dude, David Bailey looks like a fucking monster.
But I've heard this stuff.
Does David Bailey not look like a monster? You see how he bull rushed Broderick Jones?
No, I didn't watch it yet.
Broderick Jones, too.
I didn't watch it yet. I read about it. I got to go back and watch it. Actually, today I'm going to watch both the Jets and Giants. I saw the Giants mauled them. I saw the Jets had the one impressive drive, and they played well. I also saw Zach Wilson apparently look really good.
No, he was stinking it up.
Did you see that?
I've ex-nayed Zach Wilson out of my mind. It's like an ex-lover.
They say I read somewhere that he looked great. So just for what it's worth, when you get excited about Klubnik, or when you get excited about Gino,
Zach Wilson will never succeed in this league. He has nothing up here. But
that's my point. So Zach Wilson looking good in preseason, and with the Giants, the one issue that I would have is that Neighbors has not been cleared for contact yet. I guess that's going to happen potentially this week.
Were we not lied about that? I thought the whole thing was like, oh, Neighbors is back. He's ready to go.
Yeah, back on the field and performing, but I don't think he was cleared for contact. That was the latest that I was reading there. So
they're going to start him on the pup at first.
That was what, to start the year you're talking about?
Yeah, and then the follow up to that was no, he's not going to be on the
playing.
Pup. He's better.
That's what I'm saying. So that was the exciting thing. But now I think it's that they're waiting for he's got to get some contact here. Take the red jersey off here. I was just reading that before. And then, we can wait to see if Odell's going to make the team. Like, there's a lot of little things. We're going to do much more. Like I said, we'll have a Jets roundtable episode this week. I think that one's going to air tomorrow. And then we'll do if you're listening to this tomorrow, it's going to air on Tuesday. So what is today? Monday. We'll plan to do a Jets roundtable that will air on Tuesday, and then a Giants roundtable that will air on Wednesday.
That orange cream's flirting with me like the Green Goblin mask right now. I got to take it out of our inventory right here.
And then last night for dinner, we came home. You got that picture of the chicken parms you want to throw up there, brother?
Yeah, you got
What, that was not a good pick?
I almost slipped up here. You got to open her up, brother. I got to see what she looks like on the inside. You got me a little C image. I want the whole
Come on,
thing.
throw it up. Throw it up.
I got to implement it. It's not in there.
Oh,
it looked exceptional, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It was delicious. And we got some pizza there, too. I didn't want to send you the full pic, but it was great. That was at Sunray Pizza. We did that on the way back. I told my wife, I'm like, what the hell? It's on vacation. We'll get back to the gym and eating right next week. We might as well just stop on the way, go get Sunray. And, oh, God, it was great.
Dude, I will give free promotion to Sunray Pizza for the rest of my life. They have one of the best cutlet. What's it called? I can't call it a grinder. What do you want me to call it?
Chicken Parm Hero.
I just called it a parmer.
Now, we tried last night the regular Chicken Parm Hero and the one with vodka. I'm
iffy on vodka cutlets.
Yeah,
because I love vodka pasta itself, but with the cutlet, I mean, it's a whole new game.
I think you bring up an excellent point. We might be getting too far with the vodka stuff, the drunken stuff. Now, I'm not opposed to a drunken grandma slice or at times trying the drunken Parm Hero, but I think the standard is where it's at, and let's keep the vodka sauce
1,000%
separate pasta.
Trying to pull it up for you here. It's not letting me.
Yeah, we're talking about the Jets and the Giants. Well, while you look that up, let me get into this Kalshi thing here. And really, I'm going to start doing this stuff on Kalshi now. Like, I gotta start making my full season predictions here with both the Jets and the Giants as we inch closer and closer to actual football being played. Before the season even kicks off, everyone's making predictions. Who wins the division? Who makes the playoffs? Who's lifting the trophy at season's end on Kalshi, America's #1 prediction platform or market platform? Let me try that again. America's #1 prediction market platform. You could trade those predictions in a live market. We're talking about the Gang Green and their win total here. Can Gang Green win at least 6 games this season? Right now, they're currently trading at 51% probability, meaning a $100 trade pays out a little over 180 if they reach 6 wins. So keep in tune with that. Also for Big Blue, will they qualify for the playoffs this season? Right now, Big Blue trading at 32%, meaning a $100 trade would pay out $307 if they clinch a playoff spot. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, which I've been watching that to see where we're at changing with that, and it's changed in favor of the Jets a little bit. Giants has pretty much been the standard. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position, trade the draft pick, the game, and more on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app. Use code SAL. Come on, do it with me. We'll do it as a family. Download the Kalshi app. Use code SAL. Get $10 when you trade $10. I will be trading lots of stuff very soon, even with the baseball playoffs I'll get into. Kalshi, Kalshi, trade on anything, must be 18 or older. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. You get that pic of the Chicken Parm Heroes that I put up there? Oh, dude.
Look at that thing. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You go the other side.
I'm not going to bite back because then, people could take the image. And
go ahead. Let them do it. Go ahead. You get the other side. You get the drunken one. The other side.
Oh, wait. No, I got to go this way.
Yeah. No. Back up a little bit. You can't see the mouth. Can't. No, brother. The other way. Yeah.
Wait, why is it not?
You're going the wrong way.
Because it's showing me on there, but then on here it's not.
And then grab a little Surfside or Super Light. Oh, dude. Money. Look at those freaking... Look.
Hey, yo, bro. Come on.
You telling me you wouldn't?
Yeah, easily.
Come on.
You take that vodka one, though. I want the OG.
Nah. We'll split it.
Can we do a lifetime deal with Sunray Pizza?
When you came last time, we had half and half.
You know what would go crazy with those? You probably don't know about this, but shout out for all my New Haven people. A little Fox and Park. That would go incredible with those. You ever had Fox and Park?
No.
It's like a homemade soda, like the old school soda, made it in New Haven, Connecticut.
Sounds good. Couple more things here before we wrap this up. My friend Johnny Muse, I just want to get your thoughts on this. I was texting with him about something else, and he was telling me he's about to embark on a motorcycle trip to Nova Scotia.
Let's ride, brother.
Now, I don't even know where that is, Nova Scotia. Like, it's in Canada, apparently.
Canada.
You know where that is? Okay. Right.
Yeah.
And he's going from Long Island on a motorcycle to Nova Scotia.
Is he riding with a crew or by himself?
Solo.
Wow. God bless.
That's exactly what I said. A part of me is like, God, I don't think I could ever handle that. Like, I'd be afraid to ride.
You ever ride before?
Nah. You?
No, I want to, though. One of my close friends' dads got a whole Harley and Yamaha collection.
Yeah.
Like in the garage. Oh, I got to touch one.
I used to have a quad as a kid. I still have it, as a matter of fact. Yeah, Honda.
Were you whipping it around the town like a little demon?
No, brother. You think I would be the one who's ripping it? My friends did that with theirs or want to take mine out in the street. Very rarely would I take it on the street.
Oh, you were
very
scared?
rarely. Mostly in the backyard. We had
you ripped the dirt up?
Our backyard wasn't like grass, which helped, and we had mounds of dirt. Like they would bring in fill because it was never level, so it turned into like a track.
You ever take a bump off one of those?
My sister did.
Ooh.
She was probably like 7 or 8 at the time. She bumped up and then fell kind of to the side and was still holding on to the handlebars and hitting the gas. And my father came running to try to grab her. I got into an accident once. One of my dad's friends, I think, had his Honda over. And then we kind of crashed and he hit my knee a little bit. But nothing, I never luckily...
What is that, a Christmas gift or you buy one of those?
Yeah, no, he got me for Christmas 1986, I want to say. So I was like 7 years old.
The Red Ryder BB gun right there.
It was 86 or 87. I forget the exact. It might have been 88. Whatever. I was 7 or 8 years old. But my dad was a mechanic, a car guy. He always wanted to drive a motorcycle. Like he talked about that. But imagine that, dude. That's a long trip from the east end of Long Island
that's
on
incredible.
a bike solo. That's got to be therapeutic in a lot of ways, right?
Hell yeah.
The traffic in New York would drive me nuts. I think the other stuff, like once you get through, I don't even know the way to go. Like you probably don't even have to go through the city. But once you get off of Long Island, the road up, I could imagine, is beautiful. But that's a long ass trip solo.
My question to him would be: does he stop for weather, or is it just straight through?
No, I'm pretty sure safety first, brother. Like you can't just be driving if there's weather that calls for. Now, I'm sure that's part of the reason why you do it in August and not December.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I mean, it's probably still snowing in Canada. What happens there anyway?
Can you ride a bike? Can you drive a motorcycle in rain? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I always wondered that.
Probably not.
You probably
right?
can, but it's probably a bitch to do that.
Yeah, I would say that those trips could get halted with. I don't know. We could ask him. Maybe one time we get him on and ask him
What's
about
the
it.
time?
I find it fascinating.
Is that like an 8-hour?
I googled it. I googled it. I think it was 14 hours. Yeah, it's a good point. So imagine doing what we did from Port St. Lucie to Atlanta on a motorcycle.
Oh my God, I was sore from sitting in a regular car,
right?
in a rather nice car.
And now that's a double, almost double the time. It's just something that, like, me in my world and life, I would never ever think to ever do something like that. But hearing other people sometimes talk about
what is it, a chopper?
That I don't know. I have no idea.
I would love to know that as well. That goes into it. What kind of bike he's riding?
What's the difference? I mean, either way, it's a motorcycle.
Oh, position, the way you're sat up on it. Pause. Like
I don't think it's going to be one where he's doing
the chopper. You're sitting back like the Undertaker in 2000.
All right, I would bet it's one of those more so than I don't know about that full chopper, but I would bet it's something like that and not one of the fast ones that you do. You pop up and do wheelies on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about or no?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like the ones from the game.
Evel Knievel.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. No, Evel Knievel, didn't he have the handlebars out?
Nah, he wasn't ripping chops. He was doing the
I don't know. It made me think of this, though. I was reading a book last summer, Michael Richards, actually, who played Kramer on Seinfeld, and he was talking about how he would sit in the deep end of his pool in a chair, obviously with like a scuba situation on, and just like chill underwater for hours. And that was like his therapy. Shut everything out.
For hours at a time, or like sit up?
I think, no, I'm saying like you put I'm pretty sure it was that he would sit in a chair with like a scuba thing on.
Oh.
And just relax, like in the deep end of his pool.
He's an odd guy, man. He's a real odd guy.
But think about it, how therapeutic that could be. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just something I would never think to do. But now that I think about the experience of what it would be like to do that, you could see how that would. Now it's not for me. I wouldn't go to that level, but I could see how that would be great in tuning out all the noise. And it reminded me of this a little bit with Johnny, thinking about that. Like you just riding solo, whatever it is that you're listening to in your helmet, and just enjoying the roadway. To me, I think more California with that, I guess, than Long Island to Nova Scotia. But that's a hell of like a thing.
I got a good question for you on this.
Yeah,
you have to make that trip with the bike, right? From what was it, Staten Island, Long Island to Nova Scotia?
Yeah, Long Island and Nova Scotia.
You can only listen to one artist the whole time. Who are you listening to?
I only one the whole time.
One artist,
14 hours.
Yeah,
dude.
one artist the whole time. You got to pick a deep catalog there.
I mean,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
No, I'm down to 2. I think, maybe 3.
I definitely got one of them.
Who?
You're definitely gonna say M.
He's one. He wasn't the first one that popped in my mind, but Eminem would be one.
Yeah.
Who would you go?
Well, the first thing in my head was KG. King George going.
King George.
You like King George?
I did, but I couldn't listen to him for 14 minutes, let alone 14 hours.
Well, no, that's because we got home that day. King George got some heaters.
Yeah, no, I know, but like that, I think I would go. I probably would land on Billy Joel.
Joel was up there for me too.
My final 3 would be Eminem, Kanye, and Billy Joel.
Oh, probably Yeezus. Yeah, that's another one too.
Well, also think about the repertoire all the albums there.
You want a thick catalog.
Like Billy Joel, I don't know all the albums. I know the hits. So I could listen to Billy Joel Essentials, but that'd probably get me a couple
It
hours.
shocked me a little bit because when we were coming from spring training, I played Glass Houses. I played that album, and you're like, I've never heard this song. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Have you never heard this song before?
Anyway, I just thought that was something interesting. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, have you watched this speaking of music, have you watched the Travis Barker doc?
No, Blink-182?
Yeah, dude, it's a must watch. Must watch.
His daughter's a little odd, too. You ever seen his daughter? Alabama?
How old is she?
I think she's like a little bit younger than me. Very odd.
They do show, well, I don't know about odd. They do show her, I don't know if they show her now, though. Like, I don't know when all this stuff was filmed. It's an incredible story. You know his story, right?
A little bit, yeah.
He nearly died in a plane crash. It's a must watch for anybody. And I'm not I don't know Blink-182. I can name you 2 songs.
Where are you?
No.
Yeah, that's one of their songs.
What's their popular songs? All the Small Things, and what's the other one?
Where Are You is one of their
Thing.
big songs too.
I don't know that one. I know All the Small Things, and what's the other one?
Hold on, I'm pulling up their Discog now. Yeah, bro, I Miss You is number 2. What's My Age? First Date.
Yeah, What's My Age? That's it. Those are the 2. I know that. I remember watching TR. My point is, if you know anything about Travis Barker, it's just a human interest story. It's a phenomenal story. He seems like a really legit dude, and he went through some hell, man. I mean, whether it's the painkillers that he was addicted to, the near plane crash. He survived the plane crash where a bunch of his closest friends died. DJ AM surviving the crash and then later ODing. Dude, it's him getting involved with Kourtney Kardashian. Yeah, Kourtney Kardashian. I think it's just a fascinating story. So that's what I've been up to. A little trip to AC, a little trip to the boardwalk, a little trip to the aquarium, watching Travis Barker docs.
Yeah, you're living the life over there.
Well, not really. I mean, I could be taking a motorcycle and getting the hell out of here, going to Nova Scotia. That would be maybe living a life.
How far would you get on that trip?
Not far.
You want to ask what I've been up to?
Yeah.
Been getting ready for that green and white once again, brother.
Yeah, by the way, where are the vlogs at? You owe me a vlog still, the Saturday Night Main Event vlog.
Watch it with me, dude. You don't watch. Like I'm telling you, we got to watch together because I got to watch it too. So what do I have to cut?
No, I just want it out there. I don't want to watch it. I don't have time.
All right, I'll just put it out there.
Now we got to talk about that. So
we'll find a date to put that out.
Jets roundtable this week. Obviously, be paying attention to the Mets and not the Mets. Did I say Mets?
I have been doing something.
What?
Playing a lot of Madden. Playing a lot of Madden.
Love it. We just gave away a bunch of. You finished the giveaways?
Yes, sir.
On our site, on our socials.
Yes, sir. Congratulations to our winners.
I'm waiting on that too. I've just been caught up with the others. With Underscore, we're trying to get that underway here in the next couple of weeks. So once that gets settled in, then I'm going to start playing some more Madden, and I look forward to the franchise mode and eventually taking you down. We could do what'd you call it? You could do the combined league.
Connected franchise. Yeah, I'm already 4 deep, so like you're cooked. I
am. So all right. So bottom line, like to summarize today's episode, sports wise. Yanks obviously alive and well in the division, but still not good projecting long-term with the injury to Stanton and, more importantly, maybe the injuries to the starting rotation, which impacts both the rotation and the bullpen. But a very, very, very big homestand here after the off day on Monday. Astros come to town. Red Sox come to town. I think we'll know a lot more about this team. I know it sounds obvious to say that, but we know they're going to be in it with a month to go. I think this is a telling week here, a telling homestand with where the Yankees are at. And with the football, as we inch closer and closer to games becoming a reality, September, is it 7th or 8th? 9th, right? September 9th, the first game on that Wednesday?
For us. Oh, no. It's earlier than that.
No, September 9th is the first official game. Wednesday.
I thought it was Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what it is. September 9th,
September
Wednesday.
2nd, brother.
No. September 9th. September 9th kicks off the NFL season. Wednesday, then there's a Thursday game, and then that Sunday. Point is, we're getting closer to that, and the feel right now, after 2 weeks of preseason, is excitement around the New York football teams. How long will that last? That's what I want to know. How long will the excitement last? All right, that does it for us. Make sure you download, rate, subscribe, like. We really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Because some people do watch and then don't subscribe. I didn't think that was a thing, but I guess that is a thing.
It does happen, yeah, unfortunately.
We'll be doing at some point before. You want to save it for September, or should we? I think we should do the Q&A, a live Q&A before September where we do giveaways.
Yeah, 100%. Right? We got to hype it up a little bit more, make sure everybody knows be in there. But yeah,
I got a bunch of giveaways that I want, these, including these. Oh, and look what else I got. So we got these I want to give away. EA Sports. You could either wear them or whatever you want with them. I got Bo Bichette, who's been on fire. I was gonna keep this, but I was thinking, you know what am I gonna do with it?
Yeah, he won't be in like 2 years anyway.
Maybe we can give this too. Look at this bad boy.
Is that Ewing and Benj?
Yeah, that's pretty
cool. I like that. They gave that away?
Yeah.
You know what that is? You know what they're
Yeah, the Spider-Man meme. Yeah, I know. Come on, man. Do I know what that is? This guy. Anyway, so stay tuned for those episodes. You got to be downloading the episodes, subscribing and liking, and supporting Calci and Superlight as well, right? That helps. All right. Anything else I need to mention? The vlog should be coming soon. Where else?
The hype button's always nice.
Hype button. There you go. All right. That does it for us. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll see you later. Bye.